Today, the team tested the Infiniti Q50.
According to Infiniti, the Q50 blends stirring performance and technological refinement in a bold sports sedan. Prices start at just under £28,000 and there's a range of petrol, diesel and hybrid powertrains. The model we tested was a 2-litre turbo petrol costing £34,000.
So here it is, the Infiniti Q50.
Interesting car.
Yeah, it's the new G37.
They've changed the name of the car, and it's like neither of them are very memorable names.
If you're trying to establish your brand and your name, you stick with what you've got.
Or make it obvious.
What is an Infiniti? Because it still hasn't taken off over in Europe.
I like the look of it. I think it looks good. It's a bit swoopy and a bit mad. I like these chisel bits. I like these sort of cheekbones here.
Nothing wowzer, but very pleasing.
What's this for?
That's the anti-kidnap boot release. It's a legal requirement in the US. Do you not know?
So when you're
And it glows
kidnapped in the
dark.
boot...
Yeah, it glows in the dark. So that if you're trapped in the boot of a car, you have to be able to access it.
But if I was going to kidnap someone, I'd cut that off.
Yes, but then that's not the manufacturer's
You
fault.
should get in and demonstrate this, Johnny.
All right, fine. And also, I can prove that the boot is deceivingly large because it doesn't look that big on the face of it.
Mind your fingers,
Yeah,
then.
I can smaller
fit.
bit.
Okay,
And now
it's really
pull.
glowing.
You can't get out of there, Sonny. Oh.
Not so fast, son. Take a pellet in the face.
Inside was really nice. Well, it all looks neat and tidy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, it's not as good as the inside of a BMW or indeed an Audi.
Looks really good, but the quality, I'm not quite so sure.
No.
Quality of the trim. Some of the trim was a little bit on the cheaper side. Some of the fittings didn't quite line up.
It was okay, but I'll be honest, it probably isn't quite as good as even a Mondeo.
All 2 screens. It's got 2 screens. Why have I got 2 screens?
Well, this lower one is the Infiniti InTouch system, so this is really high clarity. I think the top one is probably just nav.
God, I mean, you need somebody just here pressing
I know.
2 screens whilst you get on and drive.
This is true.
Too much.
So F1 driver Sebastian Vettel has tied up with Infiniti and has done something to this car.
Some unique engineering additive that only the Infiniti has.
Tiff and Vicky's challenge was to find out what Sebastian has actually done to this car to make it special.
Is it anything to do with the steering?
I can't tell you, can I?
What? Well, if I got it right, then
Well,
You
you
were
say
going to
yes.
write it in an envelope. No.
Go
Are
with-
you joking
No.
me? I've got to write it
Yes.
down. Oh, I can't do that. I've not done things like that since school. I did not have a single clue as to what Vettel had done to anything. What's Vettel done? There were driver aides coming at me left, right and centre, stopping me from having any fun whatsoever behind the wheel. Whoa, what the...
She had a problem. It kept on going to sort of auto braking mode.
Whoa! What is going on?
Not sure what was going on there.
Good grief, that can go right off. The power didn't feel any different. The power delivery, there was nothing special about that. The steering wasn't anything super. I've got
written
literally
something?
no idea.
We've put something on a bit of paper.
I put a little something.
Then it was my turn to take the wheel, and first impressions weren't great.
It's a bit on the heavy side. You could feel that it rolled, it understeered, it complained. I perhaps had a bit of an advantage over Vicky because I'd seen this little drive mode switch on the centre console when I was passengering. You didn't look around.
I didn't even see
Oh,
drive
no,
mode.
see, you've got to be
No,
observant.
that's-
You've got to be
no,
observant.
no, because you
Uh,
only saw that when
I
you were
saw-
sat in the passenger seat.
I
That's
looked
so
around
not fair.
every-
He had more chance to look around.
It doesn't say what it does, though, look. And when we started playing with this, we came up with all these steering options of heavy and responsive and light. Well, they varied from bad to worse, to be honest. Response casual, steering
Casual
light.
response.
Tiff!
I would put £1 million down on the fact that Tiff Nadell had nailed it.
Here I have Tiff's and Vicky's envelope, so I'm going to open them now. First it was Vicky. Thank you, what a lovely envelope. Did you whisper sweet nothings in here? Ride. Vicky reckons that Vettel has made the ride of that car extra special. So I got Tiff's envelope. I love getting letters from Tiff. Car has fly-by-wire steering.
Doesn't do anything, it's not connected to the front wheels.
Cheetah.
Whoa, sugar! No! This car is a drive-by-wire steering system. When you turn the wheel, your hands aren't actually moving anything which directly touches the front axle. It talks to a series of motors and actuators which in turn communicate the steering.
Whoa!
You can artificially speed it up, you can slow it down depending on what you want to achieve.
It just seemed like a bit of a gimmick that wasn't working.
Sorry, Sebastian, but I think you've possibly wasted some of your time.
So the Q50's steering and general handling failed to impress, but we liked its looks and the car is well specified. What would be our scores?
I think it's okay at everything, but I don't think it's better than any of its competitors. So I'm going to give it a Q5.
This car hasn't set a new benchmark in its class at all, but it's a sturdy 7 that I'll be giving it.
It still looked good, nice and comfortable, and I think Infiniti needs a bit of encouragement in Europe. So I'll give it 7.
Which gives the Infiniti Q50 a team test score of 19 out of 30.
When I nail the throttle, there's a good chance I might just rip the caravan's face off.
The standalone car gets there in just 5.4 seconds.